You are tuned into Be Bold Radio, breaking barriers over lives daily. This is the place for you to learn strategies and tools to turn your business, your dreams, and your goals into a reality. Thanks for tuning in to Be Bold Radio. This is your host, Dymeata B, and you're listening to episode number 83. Have you ever heard about business credit? Did you know that you may qualify for up to $250,000 to be used for your business needs? And did you also know that it doesn't report to your personal credit profile? Call DVI Global LLC at 708-428-6436 or visit www.dvigloballlc.com. Again, that's 708-428-6436 or visit www.dvigloballlc.com, where we can assist with your business funding needs. Have you ever, if you're listening today, I want to talk about, overcoming self-doubt in your business. Whatever business that you have, whether it's a multi-level marketing business, maybe you're just starting out as a business owner, maybe you're a restaurant owner, whatever the case may be, I want to talk about overcoming the self-doubt. And we've all been there. I've faced self-doubt many, many, many times in my businesses. And I gave the story on how, I was doubting myself on how to start my hairline. And, I was under the impression that I had to be a hairstylist to sell hair. You don't necessarily have to be a hairstylist to start hair. I believe that, it's my conviction that, you can do whatever you want to do. It takes studying and researching and knowing your craft and knowing the craft and knowing how to be a great saleswoman or salesman and business owner. And so I had doubted myself because I'm like, there are so many other people selling hair. Well, guess what? Because there are so many other people selling hair, that means that the market is still open for you to do it. So that was my desire. My desire was to expand my brand, and it's been great so far. It's been awesome. And I've surprised myself because I caused all of that self-doubt. I delayed the process because of self-doubting. And so today I want to share with you on how you can overcome it. And these are just some simple tips on how you can kind of overcome that self-doubt wherever you are in your business. Now, we're still fresh in 2018, and you still have time to build up your confidence and to build up the boldness to move forward and to become successful, because I believe in you and I want you to believe in you. But the first thing that you can do to overcome that self-doubt and that, insecurity is to know that you are not the only one. You are not the only one who are, you're doubting yourself. And many times we think, oh, it's just me. I feel so inadequate. I feel inferior. Everyone else knows what they're doing. No, they don't. No, they don't. And, I tell people all the time, when we had the Go Live challenge, and basically the challenge was to challenge my listeners in my audience to go live on Facebook or Instagram, whatever, platform that they use the most. It could have been Periscope as well, but I challenged them to go live for 30 days straight. 30 days straight. And in one of the videos, I shared with them about how they are not the only ones who are scared. Like, when I get on my Facebook Live, I am scared. 95% of the time, I don't feel confident going live, but I do it anyway. And at the end of the live video, I get a stream of emails or text messages, inboxes saying how that message or how that video impacted them. So yes, you are going to be afraid. Yes, you are going to be fearful. Yes, you are going to perspire while you're doing what you're doing. But guess what? You are not the only one. And I need you to know that, even though you have these self-doubts, guess what? There are so many people that feel the same way. So don't isolate yourself and don't make yourself and deceive yourself to think that you are the only one who feels inadequate or insecure or you're doubting yourself. Okay? Because if you do, you're going to sabotage yourself. You're going to sabotage the success in your life, thinking that you're the only one who don't know what the heck they're doing, or the only one who didn't finish school, the only one who, maybe failed at a previous business. Guess what? We have all done it. We're all in the same boat, and we all have one goal, and that's to be successful. So just know you're not alone. Another way to overcome that self-doubt is to stop worrying about what other people think. This, I did a YouTube video on this one thing, not caring about what other people think. And that is a mountain that I had to remove out of my life. And I have to say, for myself, I feel free. I feel free because many times we're doubting ourselves because we're so overly concerned about what other people think. And when you spend most of your time and most of your energy trying to manage and trying to figure out what people are thinking and figure out, how they perceive you, you will get stuck. You will become stagnant. I guarantee you. And many times, I'll never forget, I used to always be overly concerned about what my peers, my close friends thought, or what my family thought. And at the end of the day, they really don't care. And some of them who do care, they don't have anything going on for themselves. So they will criticize you. You are going to have criticism. You will have people who have a different perception of you, but that's none of your business. And so the way you can overcome that self-doubt is to stop worrying about what people think. Do what you're passionate about. Live out your passion. Do what you have the vision to do, because at the end of the day, people are going to think what they want to think. So either A, you're going to keep moving, or B, you're going to allow them to stagnate you. Okay. So stop worrying about what other people think. That is a major thing, a major roadblock that you have to overcome in overcoming self-doubt. One other tip is set goals. Set goals. I mean, you have to have long-term goals. You have to have attainable goals. You have to have short-term goals. Set some goals in your life, because when you don't know where you're going, yes, you are going to be doubting yourself. You are going to, think that you can't get this done or can't accomplish a certain project because you don't really have a goal in mind. You don't even know where the heck you're going. And I always give the analogy of, a person, getting in their car and they're going to a destination that they've never been to. Well, you have a sense of direction of where you're going, but that GPS, if you don't follow that GPS is what gives you the goal. You put in the goal, which is the address of where you're trying to go. And when you follow through with that GPS, you'll get to your destination. Well, that's how it is in your life and in your business. Set goals, both long-term and short-term goals this year, if you haven't already. And it's going to build up your confidence, because the more you see those goals, the more aware and the more confident you'll become, because you'll have something to look forward to, something that you're moving towards. Okay. So set some goals. Start today setting goals. Are you looking to jumpstart your business, expand operations, or purchase real estate, but you find yourself lacking the much needed capital to do so? DVI Global LLC can solve all of your business funding needs. Whether you're a seasoned company or just getting started, you can get up to $250,000 in as little as 15 days. Plus, there are no upfront fees. Call today, 708-428-6436, or visit www.dvigloballlc.com to start your free pre-approval process. DVI Global LLC is your business consulting partner. Okay, so set some goals. Start today setting goals. And just start with small goals. Today my goal is to write down my goals. Or today my goal is, to organize my computer, or to make a phone call that I've been procrastinating to make. Whatever it is, set the goal. Write the goals down. Okay, because it's going to build your confidence up. You're going to feel so much more productive, and you're going to feel better than you did before you started. Trust me on that. Another one is remind yourself. It's always good to remind yourself of previous success, of things that you've done before. I like to always, when I started the hair business, and the cosmetic line. I always reminded myself of what other accomplishments that I made. You know, many don't know that I had a YouTube talk show in 2011. Me and a few other women, very successful women, who we shared this platform, and we had our own talk show. And it was a great spinoff. I mean, it was really, really awesome. And it was a risk that I took, and I gathered people. I had a producer. She invested in, you know, she really had a passion to produce and to edit. She had a passion for videography. And so I felt like, well, why don't you use your passion for this vision that I have? And so we all worked together. We had our meetings, and, you know, we had guests on our shows. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I remember, you know, and then, you know, after a season, and we only set ourselves to do it for a certain season. We wanted to see if we could do it. And when I started the Be Bold Cosmetics in 2012, well, when I got ready to launch it in 2013, I was nervous. You know, I questioned myself, do I have the ability to do this, to run a business, you know, and I did. And what helped me was I was reminded of the previous successes that I had in my life. And so sometimes you have to go back into your archives and remember those great moments. Remember the great successes, the things that you accomplished, those great memories. They help build your confidence. And remember, the same guy that helped you then and the same guy that gave you that success prior or previously is the same guy that can do it now. Okay, so it's good to remind yourself of the goodness and the greatness and of the success that you had, the great memories that you had in the past. Okay. Another one is, which is really major, especially this year, surround yourself with the right people. You got to get around the right people. You really, really do. And I went through a season of you know, what do they say? Purging. I had to purge. And relationships, not all of my relationships ended, but relationships had to change. Relationships really did have to evolve. Some relationships did have to end, because you want to surround yourself with the people that can help you grow and that you can help impact and help them grow as well. So you want to be a person, not an island unto yourself, but you want to be a person that is surrounded around the right people, positive energy. You know, people say, you know, no person is an island unto themselves. And that's the truth. You cannot be successful and you cannot get the confidence that you really, really need in your business if you're not around the right people, if you're lonely, alone. And so if you have a business, find different networks and find different organizations and different groups that you can surround yourself with and get involved with. And don't think you have all the answers. And if you're feeling insecure and I had that moment where I was feeling insecure and feeling like, God, you know, I just feel like I need to be around people who know more than me. I don't have all the answers. And I made that a goal in 2017. I'm so grateful that God put me in a space to do that. I mean, he made some major changes in my life 2017. And so I'm grateful. I am beyond grateful, because I cannot do it alone. And sometimes you need somebody to believe in you more than you believe in yourself until you believe it. And so you want to surround yourself around the right people. Okay. And then, you know, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. A lot of us, we don't move forward and we're self-doubting if we can continue in a business and doubting if we can be successful in the business or begin a business and it be successful, because we haven't forgiven ourselves for previous failures. You got to forgive yourself. Let that stuff go. You know, stop beating yourself up for the different things you didn't accomplish in 2017. Stop beating yourself up and stop rehearsing it. Forgive yourself and move on, okay? And, you know, the last thing is you have to face your fears. You just have to face your fears. Push yourself out there. I did a previous podcast and I was talking about the scenario about my husband jumping in the pool, showing the girls that, yes, you know, you do have to, yes, the water is cold, but you just got to jump in there and adapt to the temperature in the water, because the water is not going to adapt to your temperature. You have to adapt to the temperature in the water. And the only way to do that is to jump and face the fears. And so that's what you have to do to overcome that self-doubt. Don't let your fear and self-doubt dictate how you lead your life. Don't allow your fears and your self-doubt to dictate how you're going to lead your life this year or your business in that case. Because see, here's the thing. On the opposite side of fear is the life you really, really want to live. And so if I feared all of the things, let me tell you something. If I feared doing the hair business, starting the hair business, if I feared doing my makeup line, if I feared doing my boutique, if I feared releasing my second book, guess what? I would be so miserable right now. But I am so fulfilled. I'm so fulfilled because I've done something that I put my mind to. I did something that I feared. And on the other side of that fear was gratification, was growth, was inspiration. I was putting myself in a position to inspire others. Just imagine how uninspired my circle or my peers or my audience would have been if I had kept fear and allowed fear to stop me. So this year, release those fears, face them, jump in that pool and adapt to that temperature. Because guess what? That temperature is not going to adapt to you. So you've got to jump, take the step, move forward. And this is how you're going to overcome that self-doubt, okay? Thanks for tuning in. And remember to believe, be original, and live your dreams. Become a sponsor with Be Bold Radio by booking your commercial slot, advertising your business, organization, or products or services on our show. To find out more information, email us at beboldquarters@gmail.com. Again, that's beboldquarters@gmail.com. It's time for you to take your business to the next level. I'm noticing that many business owners, they have the tools, but they lack the exposure. And we at Be Bold Radio, we want to give you that opportunity to expose your business to over 5,800 listeners per week. Again, to find out more, email us at beboldquarters@gmail.com.